Hey guys, you are on a Monday night with Mike, and I have to apologize. This is the first one we've done all year, mainly because I just been incredibly busy. I've never had a more busy, packed in fall than I've had this year. Been to several schools. Let's talk about some of those schools. Minden, Nebraska was the first school I did this year. Minden actually is my hometown, is where I live, and just want to give a shout out to the Whippets. I am working with them more than just, a one-time speaker. I'll be back actually hanging out with some of those guys, doing some leadership breakouts and things like that with them. So miss you guys. I've been to a couple of your football games and a volleyball game. I'll be back. It's pretty soon. Blue Hill, been down there to watch their football games. Been great. Riverside. Love you guys. Miss you guys. I'll be back up there soon too. North Bend, Nebraska. Had a blast with the North Bend guys there. Liam, yeah, that's him right there. Went up to Washington to Palo Alto High School in Washington. That was a great time. To Valentine, Nebraska. Love going up there. Good friends with the middle school principal, Jeff Sayer, and the high school principal, Andy Cronin. Good people up there. Had a blast. Went to Crete, Nebraska. Had a great time there at Crete. Stewart, Nebraska. Little small Stewart. Had a good time. Summerland, Nebraska. And Flambeau, Wisconsin. Yeah, I've been all over the place. And then the last one I want to talk about is Niobrara. I've been up there a bunch of times, had a blast with those guys, and it's just been a really good, really busy month. I have more schools that I've done. So we're going to do a Monday Night with Mike every month, and we're going to follow a theme. This theme this month is intrinsic value, that you were born with value. And so I want to talk about that. It's really important that you know that you were born with value, because if you are chasing value, if you're trying to bring value in to you, like you're looking out there for your value, like what do people think of me? What kind of performance can I give to the world that they will accept me and value me? That's chasing it, right? And when you chase value, essentially you are in a race, right? So you can't really celebrate people's wins and victories and really enjoy other people, because you see them as stealing your value, kind of. I mean, if you think of it that way, like, somebody does something good and you don't like yourself, you don't value who you are, you think you have to get your value by, performance, then, you're not going to be able to really look at that person and go, well, that's cool what they just did, right? And so it's really important that you understand that you were born with value, whether it's, you believe in God, you believe in the universe, that's totally your call, value up. We don't do religious messages in school at all, but we do understand, I think most people do understand, that you were born with value. And so you walking in that value is one of the most important things that, that you can do. And what I have noticed this year so far in talking to students is that message that they got when they were young, from different people in their lives, is important, because the way I look at it is you're born into an orbit, right? I was born into this other people's orbit. Paul Donahue, Alice Donahue. When I arrived on the planet, they already had a bunch of stuff going, right? There was alcoholism, there was hurt, there was pain, there was all kinds of dysfunction in my specific family. That's not everybody's, but in my family, that's what it was. So when I was born, that had nothing to do with me. I could have been born a king's kid, or I could have been born, in Africa somewhere, but I was born Weymouth, Massachusetts. Paul Donahue was my dad. Alice Donahue was my mom. And I got what they got. I got what I got. I got what they had, right? So I say that because when you're born into something and you're in that mindset, you believe what they tell you about you, right? And sometimes that's really good, because some of you are born in great families and they treat you well, and they're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but they try their best to give you, what what you deserve, right? But when you're in a family that struggles with their own self-worth, and, that whole thing, hurt people, that can really send you bad messages that you're not valuable. And so that's why this whole mindset, this value up mindset, is so incredibly important to embrace, because it affects everything. And so we're going to get into that, this year, the next lesson or the next month theme is going to be, when you feel valuable, you act valuable. And so we'll be talking more about that, and I'll be mentioning those schools. But I want to just say thank you for coming on Monday Night with Mike. Monday Night with Mike. Come here every month. We'll do one every month. We might even do a surprise one for like Christmas or something, do a couple ones here in between. But share it, get it out there, and know that you are valuable. And another thing that we're going to be doing with Value Up with the Monday Night with Mike is highlighting a student. So I want to do that right now. I interviewed this girl up in Michigan, and I think you're going to enjoy this. Yes, we are sitting here with Hannah. Last name again? Weinman. She doesn't whine though. I know that for sure.
It's Wyman, not wine.
Oh, Wyman?
Yeah, like Wyman.
Wyman. Why? Well, we are up in East Jordan, Michigan, and Hannah Fanana is a girl that I got to speak with last year. So I do a lot of stuff up here at the school because Matt Hamilton, teacher of the year, is up here, and him and I work together a lot. He does a shoe club, I do Value Up, and we have a great relationship. And so I come up a lot, and I end up talking to different students. And last year I got to talk to Hannah. And so Hannah, actually, we're making her Value Up Student of the Month. I mean, every week now we're going to be doing a Student of the Month, highlighting a student and just talking about why why Value Up is important. So first of all, when I came and spoke and stuff, what was going on with you and like as far as the program goes, Value Up, like how did it speak to you?
So your speech thing, I guess touched me in like a certain.
I didn't touch her.
No.
The speech did. Just go ahead.
No, it like emotionally touched me in a way, or made me realize something that I was going through that I didn't really pay any attention to, and I just kind of dealt with it.
You were kind of sweeping it under the rug and not dealing with it. Mm-hmm. And then you and I had a conversation.
Yeah.
Because there was a podcast, and it was their podcast that I was on, and you were interviewing me. You were one of the ones that was interviewing me. And then afterwards, I went over to you and I said, "Hey, something doesn't seem right with you." Yeah. And then we ended up talking. What was that like?
That was crazy because I never, not even with my best friends or my parents, like talked about my struggles. So for like you to see it, it was very shocking and emotional for me. Yeah.
So one of the things what I like to do is help students connect back with their parents. So I remember that conversation. I remember I was like, I know it would be really hard for you to do this, but it'd be cool for you to, to talk to your mom about it. So what was that like?
Well, I didn't bring it up to her right away. Like a couple days after you spoke, we brought it up. She was actually the one who like opened the conversation, and then we just like talked about it. Cried together, bonded together. It was a good time.
You were able to talk to her?
Yeah.
Really proud of you for doing that. Like I know that took a lot of guts, and it feels like that because I did talk to your mom the other day, and she just we happened to be at the same church because I went to church with Hamilton, and you guys were there. Mm-hmm. And your mom came up to me, and I at first, I'll be honest with you, I didn't remember every detail, but she was like, "Oh, you talked to my daughter," and she ended up talking to me because of that, and it went really well. And so that made me feel good because that's a big thing is being able to get parents to talk to their kids. And sometimes parents don't talk to their kids because they shut them down because they don't. It's like I feel like sometimes parents shut kids down by not letting them be honest, and it felt like from what I can understand, it felt like your mom gave you let you talk, and she was pretty open about letting you. Yeah. Okay. How is Value Up the book? And I know because you're part of the shoe club here, and they have to read the book and talk about value. How has that impacted your life, do you think, in the last couple of years?
Well, after your presentation, it really Like I looked at the book again, and it really, it changed. The meaning of it changed for me because that was kind of my whole situation, not valuing myself. So it kind of shifted the lighting on it, I guess.
Awesome. So you feel like now a lot of your emphasis is on trying to value yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so what do you do like when that comes up now where you like struggle with that a little bit? What are some of the things that you automatically go to now?
My mom.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
and you guys talk?
Yeah. We have a very good relationship.
That helped it.
Yeah.
That is why you are student of the month, right? Because, well, I'm being funny, but I'm not because that really is like that's a big thing for me is for kids to realize that they have value. And when you're struggling with it, this world really will fight you on it. And when you have someone to talk to and you can talk that stuff through,
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing. And so I'm just really proud of
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you want to say to TV land out there?
Read the book. Read
Don't
the
wait
book.
for the movie.
Yeah. There's gonna be a movie.
No,
No.
I'm just saying. All right, everybody, value up. Monday night with Mike. You are on Monday night with Mike. Monday night with Mike. All right, we'll see you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Hannah Banana
You're
Banana.
welcome.
All right, see you later from up here in East Jordan.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, man, she is awesome. Hannah is such a good kid. It was really weird because I ended up, um, you know, she was interviewing me on a podcast, and I just noticed that she was really down on herself, and so I just asked her a couple questions afterwards, and it turned out that she had some pretty crazy things going on, like she said there, and got to talk to her parents. I ended up running into her mom this last time I was up there, and her mom was like, wanted to just thank you for getting my daughter to talk to me. And that was a big theme for me, is to help um Hannah, help people in general, you know talk to somebody, and sometimes you can't talk to your parents because of different things that are going on, but to talk to an adult, a trusted adult that can maybe navigate you through, help you get through some of the tough times is really important. And so that's my role. I don't feel like my role is to fix anybody. My role is really to expose the fact that maybe you are struggling with some things and then get you to those people. And most schools that I work with have really good people that want to help. And most parents I work with really love their kids. Sometimes they're not equipped, to understand the pressure that young people are going through today. But, I wrote a book for them too, actually, called Talking to Brick Walls, that helps parents. I put up that bridge so parents can, you know, get to their kid and be able to understand what they're going through. And if you're struggling with that, I highly recommend maybe even looking up that book, and I'll put it in the notes here, and then, have your parents read that. So thank you so much for being on the Monday Night with Mike. I'm up in Alaska right now. I'm doing schools up here. I'm on a contract with them, so I come up twice a year to Prince of Wales Island, and it's awesome. It's gorgeous and beautiful. And so, yeah, I get to do that. Some hurting kids up here, but it's a really good time. I'm actually in the school, one of the main schools right now that I work with up here. So, thanks for coming on Monday Night with Mike. Monday Night with Mike, and we're gonna do another one at the beginning of the month. So this one I'm a little late coming in because of how busy I've been, but we will be doing another one probably November. The first Monday in November, we'll have that up, and we'll be giving a shout out to the schools that we've been at. So be looking for us. Be looking for us. All right. Monday Night with Mike. See you guys later. Bye.